and all things healthy. We're gonna be making carrot cake muffins. Like I said, if you guys been following my stories, they're pretty healthy. If you guys went ahead and bought you some cream cheese icing, I ain't gonna judge you if you throw it on there after. So first things first, before we actually start baking, we need to preheat our ovens. So everybody go ahead and preheat your ovens to 350. I'm gonna go do that. Okay, so again, my oven is preheating, and now we're going to be using this here, Bolthouse Farms carrot juice. So a lot of people use coconut in their carrot cake. I'm not going to use coconut in my carrot cake because people in my house don't like coconut. I love coconut, but my kids, they don't prefer it. So I'm going to be using real carrots, and I'm going to be using real carrot juice, 100% carrot juice from Bolthouse Farms. So hopefully you guys were able to find it. I know some of you guys were writing me and saying that you could only find the Bolthouse carrot and turmeric version. It was a carrot, turmeric, ginger version. That's fine too. Use that. It'll give your muffins a little spice. Okay, as you guys can see, I kind of have everything sort of pre-measured out, and that was just because I like to make life easier by measuring everything out. So for future references, you guys can do that. It just makes doing a recipe that much easier. All right, so first things first, we are going to start with our flour. Now, in my directions, I had 1 cup of white flour, 1 cup wheat flour. It actually doesn't matter. You could use 1 cup white, 1 cup wheat, or you could use 2 cups white, 2 cups wheat. It doesn't matter. You just need 2 cups of flour. So instead of being difficult, I actually used both because I had both. So 2 cups flour. That's gonna go in our bowl. So I got my mixing bowl, and I pretty much just plop everything in there. All right, so that was first. Flour, done. Second ingredient is 1 cup of white sugar, 1 cup of brown sugar. Now, typically, I love to bake with brown sugar because I just feel like it's rich, it's moist. However, because I told you guys, usually I would just use 2 cups of brown sugar. I wouldn't use white sugar at all. But because I gave you guys these ingredients, we are going to use 1 cup white sugar, 1 cup brown sugar. So I already have that mixed out. You see in my bowl, you see the white sugar on the bottom and the brown sugar on the top. It says 1 cup each. Bam, in the bowl, okay? All right, the next ingredients are your magic ingredients. They're pretty much the most important in baking. I don't ever know what to use more of. Sometimes the recipe calls for more baking soda, more baking powder. This particular recipe is equal. It is equal amounts of baking powder and equal amounts of baking soda. So it's 1 teaspoon of each. The teaspoon is not to be confused with the tablespoon because a tablespoon is big, and if you accidentally mix those up, you could ruin your recipe. So I have them both in here. 1 tablespoon. 1 teaspoon baking soda, 1 teaspoon baking powder, 1 teaspoon baking soda. Okay, both in here. Bam. Teaspoons. All right. The next ingredient is going to be cinnamon. This recipe calls for 3 teaspoons. Again, teaspoons. Not to be confused with tablespoons. It would be too much. So cinnamon is going to be our ingredient right now. I love cinnamon. Gives everything that extra little. What was I going to tell you guys about cinnamon? Nothing. For those of you guys who are just tuning in, just to keep you updated, we're making carrot cake muffins. They're very healthy, and I'm partnering with Bolthouse Farms. So after this will be on YouTube, a full video, my normal videos that I do, and you'll be able to see all of the ingredients and all of everything in case you want to rewatch it. It won't be this live, but it will be a video that's mapped out and laid out really nice in case you need to slow it down, in case you miss something. But I will slow down because I know some of you guys are making this at home. So you can go ahead and add your cinnamon. All right, the next ingredient is 4 eggs. Doesn't matter what eggs you use. Some of us use brown eggs, some of us use white eggs. Mine were brown, but it doesn't matter if you're using white. I don't really care. I can't tell the difference. When they're cooked, they taste the same to me. So 4 eggs, super easy. Dump them. Next ingredient is 1/4 cup oil. You can use any kind of oil you want as long as it's not like extra virgin olive oil. That's a little bit too much for baking. I used just vegetable oil, normal, simple vegetable oil. So you guys can go ahead and put that in there. And I'm gonna slow it down a little bit because I know some of you guys are measuring with me. So I already had my stuff pre-measured, so I'm flying through this.
Did you drink coffee?
No, I should have. I really wanted to.
So Jared, I think she needs some pre-workout or some coffee.
Why am I like slow?
I mean,
I feel like I'm zipping.
No.
I'm going slow?
I mean, you know.
Well, good. All right. I thought I was flying through it. No, just because she does her super fast. 1 push-up, up, burpee. People are over there. I feel like they're over there with measuring cups like, wait, what did she say? How much flour? All right. If you guys just heard that chime, that means my oven has fully heated to 350, so that's good. We added the oil, we added the eggs. The next ingredient is going to be a 1/2 cup of applesauce. So I use a little pouch of applesauce that I can't really show you guys, but it's little pouches of applesauce. That's all I can show you guys. So I'm sorry, it's gonna be 2 of those. You can measure it out. You don't have to use the pouches. So yeah, don't worry about that. Don't worry about this. Don't worry about the brand, you know? All right, applesauce good. All right, the next thing is going to be the ingredient that brings this all together. That's gonna be this Boathouse Farms carrot juice. Now this is carrot juice. We've been kind of drinking carrot juice every day. I mean, especially if you look at my best friend's page, she's been drinking carrot juice every day. So this is carrot juice, 100% carrot juice from Boathouse Farms, and this is what's gonna give us our carrot flavor. This is what is going to make our muffins have that beautiful orangey color. So we are going to use 3/4 cup of this, which is a nice, good, healthy amount. Like, it's a lot. So this is good. And again, this is a great way to sneak a full serving. Let me just tell you how much this is actually. So this bottle has 11.5 full carrots in it. And yeah, per serving, it's a full entire serving of 3 3/4 serving of veggies per bottle. So you can sneak your veggies in for your kids. You can sneak your veggies in for your husband, whoever don't want to eat vegetables. This is how you can sneak it in there because it'll be disguised as pastries. So, boom, pouring that in. Okay, and then, just a little bit. Wow, that's really a little bit. Okay, this little teeny tiny bit. This is 1 teaspoon of vanilla. It's just a little bit. It's a little teeny tiny bit, little baby bit. And then, all right, here's where it gets a little tricky. You need real carrots to go in your carrot cake. So pretty much what I do is I've measured out about 3 cups of them. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put them in this little smoothie blender thing that I have. I'm gonna add the carrots in. I'm gonna put like just a little bit of water just to give them some movement. And then I'm gonna blend them together, and that's how I'm gonna dump them in. You don't wanna blend them too much because you don't want them like mush. You want little chunks in there, you know? You need a little something. So I'm gonna go ahead and put my carrots in here. getting full. I'm gonna eat one. Second number one, do not do if you're a chef, but I'm not a chef, I'm a mom, so, you know. A little bit of water. All right, my plug-in is over here, so I'm gonna go blend these. In here, but it's some carrot smush. So hopefully you guys did that step. Use shredded carrots, but here's the thing. If they're a little too thick, they won't cook all the way through in the muffin and they'll be a little bit crunchy. So I don't recommend that. It's just my tip to you guys. All right, so we're gonna pour that in. Carrots. And that is our final situation. This is what we got here. Can you see that in that bowl there? And we're gonna mix it up. I got a mixer. And make sure it's off before we plug it in. All right, I'm gonna start mixing on a low speed. This is the kind of thing you want to mix, but you don't want to over mix it because, you know, the chunks and stuff in there is what will keep your stuff moist. So don't over mix. It doesn't have to be perfectly mixed. Once it's baking and it's really hot, it'll all come together. There's lots of interesting emojis in the comments here. I don't know what you guys are chattering about, but hopefully it's something nice. All right, that's enough. I probably got a little carried away with the mixing, but good. It's a nice, pretty color. Seems a little watery. I'm nervous. All right, I'm gonna use cooking spray. I'm gonna spray my muffin tins. I use these nice little rubbery, they're like silicone ones. You can use the original metal ones. You can also use a liner. I usually use a liner, but apparently everybody in the whole world is making cupcakes right now. So there are none in the grocery stores right now to buy. So I'm just gonna do it the old school way with some cooking spray and pray that they don't stick and that they pop out. And if they do stick, y'all remember this and don't be, you know what I'm saying? Don't be talking smack when it, you know, because they was all out of the things. Okay. Any type of cooking spray is cool. Can't really tell you what kind I use because it's all about Boathouse today. All right. We're good. All right. So I personally like to pour mine in with a measuring cup, something with some sort of spout just for control. So I'm gonna transfer some of this. Okay. And I'm just pour it in here. 3/4 of the way full. I mean, we don't expect these to rise crazy. But if they do, that's cool. You know, I wouldn't be mad at that. But I will tell you, this is my second time making these muffins. And the first time I made them, they were banging. So hopefully we have a good turnout. Also, if you guys are in the comments and you guys are like chefs or pastry chefs, bakers, whatever, please feel free to give me, you know, criticism or any tips you have. You guys can DM me. you know, very receptive to criticism. Because again, I'm not a professional. I just know what I like to make, and I know what tastes good, and I know what my kids like to eat. So, you know, I just do this for fun. Right. And pouring. All right. See this? Pouring it with the measuring cup just gives you a little bit more control. If you need to get extra out, get you a little rubber spatula, and that's gonna get all your excess out. See, get it out of this, the rest out of here. Shoot, we might have enough for 2 more muffins in here that the spatula hooked us up with. Maybe. Yeah, all right, not too bad. All right, so we're gonna put them in the oven now, and woo, it is hot in this kitchen right now. I don't know if it's hot in y'all kitchen, but whoa, baby, it's hot in here. All right, they're in there. They can chill. They can do their thing. And we're gonna set the timer for, I would say about 22 minutes just to be safe. All right, I set my timer for 22 minutes. This is usually the time that I like to clean up my kitchen and do the dishes, but I'm not about to do no dishes right now. But I would love to know what you guys are making for dinner tonight, because tonight I'm making stuffed shells. And I would have done that on live too, but unfortunately, I haven't made them in a long time, so I gotta make sure my recipe is still tightened up, you know? So, anyways, and for you guys that are in the comments, we're here for one thing and one thing only, and that's to talk about food. It's all positivity in here, so try to keep it cute, you know what I'm saying? Cleaning up. I'm just cleaning up a little bit, just making myself some space so that when the muffins come out, I got somewhere to lay them. You feel me? Oh, somebody's making baked chicken and lentils. I've never made lentils before. But I do like lentil soup, so maybe that's something I gotta try. I just heard, oh hi, YZ's in the building. I just heard that lentils take a really, really long time to make, so I've never tried that. Somebody's asking about my garlic noodles recipe. My garlic noodles recipe is actually on my YouTube. So you guys can go to youtube.com/Draya Michele, I want to say it is. And all my recipes are on there. My salmon recipe is on there. My salmon is banging. My garlic noodles recipe is on there, banging. Yeah, a lot of people made the salmon steak and garlic noodles the other night. I was actually shocked. But yeah, people's came out really good. That was my first time making the salmon, like that steak cut. And some people don't love like an oily fish, but I actually do. I like my food to be moist and have like flavor. So I like a little bit of fat in my fish. I like a little bit of oil in my fish. So it was great. That particular cut it's very oily. Oh, my mom's in here too. Hey, Mom. So I liked it. and it was good, but it did have a lot of bones. So when I was giving it to my youngest son, I did have to kind of take it apart and almost, I mean, damn near chew it up, because you get that one bone, man, whole dinner's ruined. You done drink a gallon of water, you start swallowing butter and all kind of stuff to try to fix it, and it's scary. It's a fish bone in your throat is a scary, scary feeling. So it is a good cut, but I don't recommend it for kids. So, yeah. Mom, if you're just joining me, I'm making carrot cake muffins. I know my mom likes carrot cake. And my mom, I think last time I made these, I feel like my mom said, ooh, you should have added. Bye, Marty. See you next week. Wednesday? Yeah. Okay. I think my mom said last time I should have added cream cheese icing, and it's like, yes, Mom, but when it's a muffin, it usually doesn't have icing. When it's a cupcake, it has icing. So, again, I leave it up to y'all. If y'all want to put icing on it, knock yourselves out, but you don't need to. It's good. And the reason why we're making these is because we're calling them grab and go muffins, which is really like a quick, you can make these and you can have them for your house. They make a lot, as you see, 2 muffin trays. So they make a lot of muffins. You can have them in your house for about a week, and people can grab and go and take them on the go with them. They're like breakfast in the car if you have work in the morning. Just super easy and something to have that's already made. If you want, you can heat them up. You can, there's many things that you can do with a muffin, a snack, whatever, but I like them for breakfast. I love to just take them when I have to go. So that's why we're making them. The kids, unfortunately, are not back in actual school yet, but, normally us parents, we could have made these muffins and sent our kids off, on the school bus, or however, they could have had a little muffin to take with them on the school bus. Somebody asked, dairy free. I feel like my recipe was dairy free. I mean, it did have eggs, but that's not dairy. So I don't know. Like, people are always like, do you eat meat? And it's like, I eat eggs. So what does that? I don't eat red meat, but I eat eggs, and I do eat some chicken, and I eat a lot of fish. But usually I don't know what to call eggs. Like, how does that work with the diets? I'm not sure. But this recipe absolutely does have eggs in it. So, as soon as the world opens back up, I'm going to start doing these. I found this place that has these kitchens, and it's like multiple kitchens in one. So multiple people can cook at the same time. There's like 10 ovens, 10 tables. Really, really cool. I'm going to start having not classes. I just want to cook together with people. So, I don't want to teach, but I want everybody to make kind of the same thing. Or maybe we make a cake. I really, 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 really want to learn how to make peach cobbler from scratch. Like my own dough, all that. So that's going to be my next thing. I know that's like a really hard one. So I'm going to take my time. I'm not going to tell y'all when I'm making it, because you know how y'all get. If it ain't right, if it even looks weird. You can't even put a filter on your food nowadays, because people will say, that's not the right color. It's not supposed to be this. So, I just take it easy with you guys, and I just try to practice stuff. Same thing with these muffins. I already made them. So, but yeah, I'm not a chef. I'm not a professional. I just like making what I like. I like making what my kids like to eat. My oldest is kind of picky, so if he likes it, I'm gonna keep on making it until I perfected it. But I learned to cook from my mom, and just trying different recipes. A lot of things I tried from recipes. I tried these muffins from a recipe, so it's not my original recipe. I did get it from online. I just tweaked it with the Bolthouse carrot juice. I tweaked it with that, and tried it. It was good. So then I decided it was safe to share with you guys. And hopefully they're okay. So they already been in a couple of minutes. I'm going to check them out.
Hey everybody, thank you for tuning in. Go ahead and click like if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel, and go ahead and click the notification bell so you can be aware of every time I make a new video.
Chantilly.